Hey guys, welcome back to the Rock. We are Coffee and Kalash, and here we are, ready to go. I have no topic for this week, zero, zilch, nada. So let you guys make it up. We're gonna go off your comments tonight, and yes, it is Tuesday rock time to rock. Can start with our post and our little friend. And go from there. I don't know. Let's see who's here. Chase is in. Man, the world is in turmoil. Chase is in first. And we got Migs Entertainment, ENT, Boom Boom Boogie. All right. Good to have you here. Where the hell is everybody? Normally, if I'm late, there's a bunch of y'all waiting, and there's nobody in here. Too much news on? Everybody watching the news? What's going on? Holy cow. Just added a micro Darko to the collection. You mean Draco. Just a little typing miscue. A micro. I don't have a micro. You know, when I was buying my mini Draco, sorry. No, it's not a booger sugar problem, just allergies. Anyhow, when I was buying my mini Draco, they had a micro, they had a mini. I think they had a regular Draco at the time too, and I wasn't smart enough to buy that one. I still would like to add one, but the micro, I'd love to have one just for the collection, right? But from a use standpoint, um, I had done some research, and there just wasn't any handguards for it. Not that there really is a handguard. There's basically no gas tube cover. Nobody makes crap for them. It's cool. It's tiny. I'm not, and please don't take this as me knocking your gun. I'm not. I want one. I want one for my collection. I want one of every one if I could afford it. And I've thought about it. You know, how I used to add to the collection was make your rounds during the week, local gun shops, this, that, the other. And you'd see something, right? Something would be hanging there on the wall, or you'd walk in and hey, Joe, what's going on? Hey, check this out. I just got this in, been saving it for you. Look at this, you know, whatever it was, it would pop up in front of me, or I'd be browsing through Gun Broker and, oh, look at that. Nobody's been on it. 10 minutes to go. Boom, you know, they would just, I'd let them fall into my lap type of thing, because at that time there were a lot of openings in the collection, right? Oh, I need one of those. I need one of those. I need one of those. As you build your collection, there's fewer and fewer spots. Also at the beginning, there's stuff's cheaper, and the stuff that you want that's more expensive, well, that's easier to push out at that time because of cost. Well, as your collection advances, it gets a little more particular, right? You're like, man, I got one of those, got that, I got that. And nah, forget that. Ooh, what's that? You know, it's just harder to do. And then, you know, it seems like though, well, they all come in batches, right? They all, any AK variant, they all, with exception of a couple, come in batches. You know, you'll all of a sudden you'll see all the stores got mini Dracos or micro Dracos, or all of a sudden a bunch of Sam 7 show up, or whatever the case may be. With rare exception lately, I guess, you know, you could just count on every shop having a Wasser laying around, or now Z-Paps are everywhere, you know. Well, I don't know about at this exact moment, but there's some standbys, you know, that are always there. And if you go a month or two and there's a Draco hanging on the wall, well, you don't pay much attention, right? Until, oh shit, where'd that Draco go? They must have sold it. Hey, you got another one of those? Yeah, I'll take one, kind of thing, you know. All I'll tell you from my experience is, if it's an import and you want it, and there's an easy get, meaning it's right there in front of you, just grab it. Grab it. If it's something made here, if it's something modern, manufactured now, still in production, versus an import or something that's maybe out of production, only on the secondary market, obviously just grab it. Don't wait. Right now, there's a bunch of stuff in that I'd like to get. And I think the next on my list, partially because it's at, I say, lower end of the price spectrum. This used to be my high end, right? But with pricing, I saw some mini barrels pistols, and I'm thinking seriously about that. I would rather have a rifle, but I haven't seen a rifle in quite a while. I don't know if they're in, if anybody's got them. At the end of the day, I bet most people would want the pistol, but I'd like it. If I wish did they make it in 7.62? I don't know. I know the gun's a 223. That's fine. In a pistol, that'd be kind of cool, actually. Arms of America has them, and they have like a package. They send you all the original parts, but they remove the sling swivel from the back for you. They mount a brace. They put on aftermarket wood, which is nice wood. You can get green, all different colors. And they'll even put a peep sight on it, I believe it is. Or no, maybe it's a little rail, a smaller rail, not the original rail, but a smaller rail that mounts in, I think, in the sight, where the sight blade goes. They've got that, and then you can just buy the regular one. I don't know. I might do it with the sling loop already removed in the brace. Not a bad deal. I don't know. The wood looks okay. And you still get the other stuff. If anybody's got one here, let me know. I'd like to talk to you. Obviously, they're nice guns. And there was rumor, people were asking last week, oh, this can be the last load, the last load. I don't know. I mean, if they were saying that because of some of the legislation that's trying to get through right now, if that went through, sure, it would probably be the last load. But I don't know. I bet we'll see more. Anyhow, let's see what you guys are saying here. Trump FBI raid, yeah. Yeah, that's it was on last night, a bunch. I guess it happened in the morning. But all the news channels were all over it, you all know my thoughts, I'm sure already. Unprecedented, as they say, right? Unbelievable. But what you gonna do? I just hope he does as usual and pulls one out of his behind and sticks it to him. We'll see. I don't know. Who knows? Dixie Living's here. Howdy, boys. Time to saddle up and ride with the Rock. Boy, we got all kinds of stuff going on tonight. That's funny. I was just glad I got it for under a G. Yeah, those were always like $6.99, $5.99. I can't remember what mine was. It was probably in there somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, under a G, you're doing good these days, right? Anything under a G is a steal in the AK market. Even a Wasser. Well, Wassers are back to what, $7.99, $8.99 maybe? I don't know. I was just thinking. So I'm going to talk about some stuff I did. Didn't get any videos out this week. Did a couple range trips and shot a little video with the intent of putting stuff together. I'm having YouTube version of writer's block, guys. I think I got a subject, something I want to bring to you guys, and it just doesn't come together. At one point this week, I thought, you know what? I'm just done. I'm gonna, I don't know about quit, but just take a break, maybe. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to come up with stuff day in, day out. It's easy when, you're buying a lot of stuff or the stuff's coming in, you're going to some shoots, this and that. There hasn't been anything going on as far as shoots with any of the factories or anything like that. And I don't know, just hard to come up with something. I don't want to bore you guys. So started something with the, I was going to do the SLR 107 FRs, and then realized, well, I had brought you a couple videos of those. And yeah, okay, you might say, oh, well, we love seeing those. It's one of my favorite rifles. And I've been shooting the 107 FR, my triangle stock gun, a lot. The other one I have is the regular FR, but that's the Krebs gun. And God, I've brought you so much on that. It's crazy. But I really admire that triangle stock gun. It's just so light. That gun just needs to stay just like it is out of the box. If anything, maybe a red dot. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to put a 1x6 on it or something, but the minute you do, you add 2 pounds to it. Now it's not a super, super light gun you don't even know is there, you know. We put an ALG trigger in it, and man, the gun's fast. It's just good all around. And I thought, I'll bring them a video. So we shot a bunch of that. And then I've had a little luck on the reloading front with 7.62x39, the by 39 project. I shot like some 1-inch groups out of the blue with some Nosler bullets and some powder, different powders in this. Just last, I don't know, we were leaving the range, and I saw those 10 rounds I had reloaded, and boom, boom, boom. And I looked at the group and went, oh my God, did I finally hit on it? So I loaded up a bunch of those, and I thought, you know what? We're going to take another cool rifle to the range that we don't shoot a ton. Fresh barrel, had just cleaned it, everything. And I thought this will make a good rifle. So put our primary arms 1x6 on there on our Sam 7 folder, and went to the range. Shot 1.5 2-inch groups with it. That was without doing a ladder test or different grains of powder, this and that. So just pure guess as to the load, putting it together with those bullets, under 2-inch group. Not bad, not great, but hey, it's better than we had been doing. We had been, 4 or 6-inch groups with a Krebs rifle. I mean, just had wrong loads, wrong powder mostly. But I'm looking at that M13 mount, and it was good. Alan Bishop in with a super chat, 556. He must be broke this week. It should be 762, right? Just kidding. I'm kidding. Appreciate it. I know he did that in response to the Beryl, but thank you very much. Guys, a lot of our videos don't get monetized, so you probably know that. So down where you write your comments, there's a little $sign. If you click on that, you can put anywhere from a penny to $1 million. Hey, you could make me a millionaire overnight. But any of it's appreciated. It all goes back into the channel and to bring you new, cool stuff and videos and all the other costs involved in it. But it's greatly appreciated. And we thank each and every one of you. And that's all you'll hear from me on that. Let's see who else got in here. Alan, of course, we said Dixie. Militant Roots. Hey, Rock. Hey, what's up? Where's Joe, guys? Where the heck is Joe? He's probably getting mom and dad in bed, or dad in bed, rather, and running a little late. Or he didn't get the notification. A lot of you guys probably didn't get the notification tonight because it sent out late. Let's see. Migs. Atlantic just posted up 762 Romanian built RPKs. I got that department covered, man. I've got a AES 10B. That's awesome. If you guys remember when those were coming in and they were everywhere, and guys went, I don't know, I got this by, and now they're gone, and you won't see those. And I've got Romanian, check out my video on it. I bought a Romanian Paratrooper Rpk Kit that Two Rivers put together, and it is stunning, gorgeous, and shoots awesome. It was unissued, unfired when I got the kit. It was incredible. And now the rifle's even more incredible. Folding stock. This is what makes it a paratrooper. Folding stock, and it's got a dong. and it's not just the dong off a Wasser. It's a special RPK dong. It's wider for the larger barrel, all of that, and it's just a beautiful gun. Check out my videos on it. It's really cool. If you guys don't have an RPK in your collection, come on, man, you got to get at least one. I've never heard anything bad about the stuff out of Atlantic. They build a lot of cool stuff. They buy up a lot of kits, and they work in conjunction with another vendor, which I'm sure you guys know who that is. And they build some nice stuff. They've always got cool variants. They put something neat together, and sometimes cool finishes, all kinds of stuff. So if there's no AES-10Bs to be found, which, let's face it, those are Arsenal built guns, built at Cougar and brought over. Yes, Century does get their hands on them, but it's not Century of the old days. And frankly, their work has been much, much better. That's an old thing. Most of you guys haven't been in the AK game long enough to even know firsthand Century stuff. I'm not saying maybe you got your hands on one later. I've got one of the original Wassers, let me tell you. Yeah, I was. But they did build some nice Yugo Wonder folders in the day. Got one of those. Love it. One of my favorite guns. The other thing we did this week was I've been trying to get caught up on cleaning all of the rifles because, we get something, we test, video, maybe a little bit of fun. And all of a sudden, oops, here's the next thing, and put that in the rack. And it sits till the next time you shoot it or whatever. They just don't get cleaned. And it's like, I got to catch up on it, man. So I've been trying to get one or two done a night, at least 2 or 3 nights a week. And we got a bunch of them done. So I had cleaned the ZPAP and was just looking at that. And then I thought, you know what? The NPAP is a little rough. That's a gun that's always with us. It's our go-to shooter. If we're just going for a range trip and we want to plink and I want to run some rounds through an AK or run some drills, it's raining, it's snowing, it's muddy, I don't care. It rides in the back of the truck, bouncing around. The case has holes in it, so it bumps on things. It's been painted several times with Krylon jobs and everything under the sun. And I've taken the Krylon off. Well, I was looking at a video, and it used to have a lot of flat dark earth. It's got a flat dark earth Fab Defense stock with a cheek riser. It's got a primary arms 3x prism scope in flat dark earth. It's got a mag pull K grip flat dark earth, TDI arms handguard, which was painted flat dark earth, and a Kyber Customs. Looking at the gun here. Sorry, I'm looking away from the camera. Kyber Customs cheese grater gas tube cover, also painted. At one time, it had a complete woodland camo paint job that we stenciled on when we did a video on the primary arms stencils you can buy. And I'll tell you what, it worked great. You can see a few videos and some pictures on Instagram of it. It was okay. The green was off on it, so I never cared for it too much, but let it kind of wear off in a way. And it's when it started to look crappy, I took the same stripper to it I use for stripping shellac off Russian stocks and stuff. The gel stuff, paint it on, let it sit, bubbles all up, comes off, and your factory finish is left behind like brand new. Doesn't damage it. Won't damage parkerizing, won't damage bluing. Anodizing is just fine, all of that. So we had used that, but there was little bits left, like around rivets or different parts. Plus, the cheese grater gas tube cover on it was still tan. and it just looked weird and cheap and whatever. So I stripped the last bit off that cheese grater and really got in the nooks and crannies because it made the gun look dingy and beat up. And even though we use it so much and all, for some reason it can land on something hard, fall over. It never gets a scratch. I mean, there's uh, maybe two little dings on it on the handguard, maybe. Um, it's just all there. I mean, really, really nice. But I'm like, man, can I get this thing to look as good as the newer Z-Pap? And I'm like, the bluing's so nice. And what brought it on was I pulled out some Yugo bolt hold open mags, and I have some of the original old um, royal blue, almost blued mags. Before they were painting them or parking them, they actually blued them. That's why Yugo mags had a lot of rust issues. So the old ones, you'd get a load just rusted to hell because it was true bluing, and it was a gorgeous blue. If you run across them, grab them because they're just pretty. So I was putting those in, and they look so good. And I thought, I'm going to detail this thing up. So cleaned it all, got all the stuff out of the little nooks and crannies, took every part out of it, including like the buffer tube adapter, everything. Just completely stripped the gun down, pulled the fire control group out, everything. Went through it all, sanitized, put back together, and looked at it and went, wow, this thing is just amazing. So then I'm getting to a point here because I found something a little troublesome. Got everything done. I'm looking at the bolt carrier, everything, and I notice a little wear, a little metal being pushed on one of the lugs on the bolt, right? I know some of you are waiting for me to say there was a crack in the receiver or something because it's an NPAP. But no crack in the receiver. Carrier has hit the back a couple times. You can see a mark, but that's probably early on when it had the super soft Zastava factory spring in it. I'm running the ALG springs in all my Yugos now, and it's fine. Trust me, they're way heavier. I could have hit maybe running some super hot loads that I had put together, but I doubt it. Anyways, on the one lug, I just noticed a little metal being pushed over a little bit. Now, keep in mind, this gun's pushing, I don't know exact, so, but I'm probably pretty close. It's probably pushing 10,000 rounds. So I'm not even in the least bit worried about it. The tail on the carrier is not mushroomed at all. But that the little movement of the metal on the lug there a little bit. Everything else is perfect. Guys, I'll tell you this. I read and watched a few videos that frankly shocked me. I have always been into Yugos so long. I mean, it was the first gun I ever got, AK I ever got. Not the NPAP, but other Yugos. And I've had so many of them that you guys have heard me go on about them. So I don't do videos on them. I don't talk about them. I don't, when the Z-Pap came out, yeah, I read a little bit, set some guys straight on stuff. Everybody thought that was like the first bulge trunnion or that chrome barrels had been around forever and, stuff like that. So I got a little hot and bothered with some people when Z-Paps first came out, and they were just stating stuff that just frankly wasn't true. So not in a mean way, just setting them straight, and some guys just didn't know and they fought me on it even. I'm like, no, dude, trust me. I've been around NPAPs, OPAPs, century builds, all this stuff. I know what's what. And some people like to say, well, I don't like I'll take this gun over the Yugo because they leave their bolt carrier in the white. Well, it's not necessarily true. They are treated, okay, or plated. So I've never had one rust, ever, not even close. They clean up beautifully. They're by far the slickest bolts and carriers on any AK. That bolt is like ceramic coated glass. I mean, it's that smooth. But somebody, or maybe something happened, but I think somebody, I bought this on the secondary market. It had very few rounds put through it, put it that way. Still had the ugly factory Sentry wood and everything. But in all these rounds, I don't ever remember taking the bolt apart. So I thought, I'm clean all the way. I might as well strip it down. So I go to push the pins out, and I can't get the pins to move. I mean, okay, I take a hammer, I tap. What the hell? Boom, boom, boom. The damn thing will not budge. I'm like, well, I know this one comes out first. All right, I'll do the other. I'm trying to get it to move. The one that goes diagonal, sort of across the extractors, that's the one you move second. That will move in the hole a little. The other one that goes top to bottom, it will not move one iota. I can't get it out. I messed with it for an hour and a half. Could not get it to move. I finally gave up. The firing pin's moving, everything. I mean, I always just flushed it, sprayed it, whatever, threw it back in. I can't get it apart. Obviously, it's a numbered part. It's a head-spaced part. I can't just go drop another one in there. It's fine for now because it's working. But if I broke an extractor or a firing pin or God knows what, I'm screwed. I cannot get the bolt apart. I don't know what to do. I don't want to bang any harder. That ain't doing any good. I could drill it out maybe. I mean, I don't, it's not corrosion. I thought about soaking it and I thought, what for? It's, the thing's slick. It's nice. Everything's good. I don't think it's carboned up. I can see in the one hole is big enough because both go through there, I don't know what the deal is. Anyhow, I'd like to get it apart because of that little metal movement. I don't think it's going to change. If that's all I've got in 10,000 rounds, I guess it's good to go. But yeah, at that kind of round count, maybe you'll need an extractor. Maybe you'll need a firing pin. And of course, I'll need it when I need it and can't get the damn thing apart, right? So I'm comparing, contrasting back and forth between the Z-PAP and the N-PAP, and just kind of sitting back on the couch, noticing things and studying and looking. And the N-PAP is certainly smoother. Well, it better be after 10,000 rounds, right? The guns are so identical, other than the receiver, the bulge trunnions, little different rivet pattern slightly because of that. But the barrel profile, everything else is the same. Granted, it doesn't have a chrome line barrel, but oh well. And the one's tacked out. The other one's bone stock. So I told you, Fab Defense stock, the Magpul grip, the primary arms, prism scope, TDI arms, forend, and Kyber custom cheese grater, gas tube cover, and a BD2 brake on it. That brake is really nice. If you're going to go away from factory or arsenal stuff, don't sell yourself short on slant brake. You got a slant brake, that's a great brake. There's very few that work better. I've tried Manticore arms, night brakes, BD2, you name it, I've used it. These BD2s, for the money, I go back to them all the time. They're finished well. It's held up. It's been on there the entire 10,000 rounds. Yeah, the gun just looks perfect. So maybe we'll do a compare contrast video between the two. It's accurate still. I don't know what else to say. Inside, it looks perfect. Barrel looks good. Everything looks great on it. The piston looks brand new. Um, like you could put the damn thing on the shelf almost and sell it as new. No trigger wear. It had the Tapco in there for a great deal of it. The time I probably switched out the spring with the ALG spring and did the trigger at about 3,000 rounds, maybe somewhere in there. Other than that, things meant it's held up exceptionally well. I can't definitively say if it's lost any accuracy, really. I mean, it's still so accurate that the difference could be just me day to day, you know. It can certainly shoot 2-inch groups when it wants to, or when I'm well. It's a go-to. It's the gun I bought when NPAPs were dirt cheap and nobody paid much attention to them. It wasn't collectible, and I could just shoot the living hell out of it as opposed to a Wasser, because I didn't like how tinny the Wassers felt compared to it. Just nice gun, and it's held up well. So that bodes well for the ZPAP. What disturbed me, I was watching some videos. I stumbled on them. Some gun channel I never heard of. All of a sudden, I stumbled a bunch of brand new small gun channels, a bunch of them, and they were talking about ZPAPs. And the guy was talking, oh, the bolt carriers in the white, that's terrible. And he was talking about all these problems people were reporting with build quality on the ZPAPs. Had you guys heard about any of that? Just wondering, because I had not. And they were talking about warranty issues with Zastava USA, that they weren't very responsive. And I had not heard any problems with ZPAPs. And they were talking about everything from canted sights to running issues, gun not running, jamming, loose mags with mag wobble. One guy was complaining that he bought the Maplewood version with the maple stock and that it wasn't flamed. I bought a flamed maple gun. I don't think it says flamed anywhere. It says maple stock. You're lucky if you get a flame one. And just stuff these guys were talking about is like, really, dude? You bought an AK? And it just, the littlest things they were talking. Oh, gotta love new guys. And guys, I'm not making fun. This is just funny. I find it amusing. I'm not bashing the guy, but he showed his mag, right? It's obviously it was a Yugo mag, but I'll say Eastern Bloc mag. You know, the pads on the side of the mags, how they grind them down to fit. That's just part of the process, right? They grind, those pads are welded onto the sides of the mag, and they grind them down to the right spec until they're there. That's how they fit them, right? Or get them to spec. He's saying his had mill marks left in it. Here, let me show you what he's talking about. I'll just grab a random mag. Well, this is Chinese. Hold on. Hold on. This is painted so you can't see, but these pads right here, I mean, I've seen them where you can see where the disc that they're grinding them on in the factory has got this, it's got the circular marks everywhere in them. You know what I mean? You guys have all seen that, right? That's just how they are. It's just how they are, period. And he was complaining about that, and should he send it back? Oh my God. That's what happens when you let AR guys loose with real toys. Oh boy. I'm kidding, but it's so much fun. Anyways, they were talking about these problems and that these Yugo guns have really went to hell, and they're just not what they used to be, and it's not a good gun, and this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Did the magwell get opened a little far? I don't know. What was the other one? There was something. It was little bullshit. And yeah, I haven't heard any problems. He's saying he couldn't get Sestava to answer the phone, call him back, this and that. I've never had a problem getting hold of him. Granted, I haven't needed to too often either. But yeah, I don't know. Have you guys heard any of that? I don't see any problem with those guns. But as solid as this NPAP has been, as solid as my underfolder kit gun built by Century is what they were, the M70 AB2s. God, what great guns. And at the time, people used to laugh at them. It's Century monkeys putting together Century junk. But Century didn't put them together. They subbed them. And just great guns. You can't break them. You can't. This NPAP, 10,000 rounds, receiver's fine. Now, it could be a spring, but everybody knew that. Everybody knew how soft those springs were. And guess what? My underfolder's still running those soft springs. I put in the ALG spring, and it stiffened it up a lot. But the gun didn't feel as smooth, and I loved how smooth it was. I put it back in. It's you can't go wrong with them. They're great guns. At least we've gotten over the weight thing. Nobody complains about the weight. Oh my God, they're so heavy. Christ, the guy's got to walk it from his trunk to the range. Really? Operator boy? Anyhow, quite amusing. I couldn't believe it. They acted like this was some huge problem that needs to be addressed and all this stuff. And I was like, wow, okay. First I've heard of it, and I thought, am I that out of the loop? Am I not hearing the things I used to hear? I even went on to AK Files. I hadn't been on there in forever. I just haven't had the time. And I was religiously on there. I was actually going to go to the marketplace and check it out and just see what's going on. I guess I should hang there a little more. I've gotten away from it. But I didn't see anything on there about it. So if it's not on there, it doesn't exist in the AK world. Holy cow, you guys are commenting away. Let's see what's going on here because a few people jumped in. Squeaks in the house. Squeaky cooler. Howdy, y'all. Let's see. Ellen says he looked at those RPKs at Atlantic. Those are kit bills. Yeah, all of those Atlantic guns are kit bills. Most of them. If it doesn't, where it says manufacturer, it'll say Atlantic Firearms or whatever. But you can tell. I mean, I can just go down the which, yeah, Atlantic. They do videos on most of their kit guns too. So you can check those out. Kind of cool. They make nice guns. I haven't heard any complaints about it. Militant Roots. I usually don't get notified. Guys, if you want to get notified about the streams and about videos, first subscribe. Just go down and click subscribe. If you are subscribed, check it. Make sure you're still subscribed. And then just below, there's a little bell icon. Click on the bell, and it gives you 3 choices. Just click all. You'll get notified of all of the videos coming out and all the live streams. But make sure that bell's clicked. If you don't have both, you're not going to get notifications. And I don't know how quick they come out. Obviously, some of you guys must have got it. I didn't do it till Q2, I think. But yeah, I forgot it was Tuesday. My wife's going to be mad because I'm doing this instead of mowing the lawn. But it can wait another day. It's only a foot high. No big deal. She's probably listening to me because she's driving home right now with my daughter. So she's probably listening, going, oh, great. He didn't do the lawn. She'll be on here commenting soon. Let's see. MZ, hello. MZ's here. Good to see you. Alan picked up a FEG P63 in 380. Cool. Kind of Makarov-ish, right? I had my Bulgarian Makarov out the other day. God, such nice little pistols. So nice. My connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Are you guys, am I breaking up on you guys? I hope not. Let's see. Tommy made it. What's up, Tommy? Joe made it. Joe, I tried to make you a moderator today, buddy. And I type in your handle, Joe Morgan, and it was a different picture. So you weren't coming up. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but could not get you on there. So still don't have a moderator. Let's see. Joe fell asleep. You deserve to sleep. Orion's here. Good to see you, Joe. Was getting worried. Me too, weren't you? When certain people aren't here, you're like, oh, what's going? Especially Joe. Oh my God. Hattori Hanzo. No notification, so I assume no show. Went out for dinner. Well, we were about 5 minutes late. I try to do the notifications early in the day if I have the time, but lately it's been last minute. Joe says, I know it's uncharacteristic of me to be late for anything. I'm sorry. I genuinely fell dead ass asleep. I was sitting in my chair. Hey, it happens, man. I like Hugo guns. The SKS I had was outstanding. Their AK rifles are nice. A lot of pistols, top notch. They're Makarovs. Their Tokharovs are outstanding. I would really like one of their Tokharovs. Romanian ones, man, they are rough. Even in nice condition, like the flats on the side aren't even, like they're wavy and stuff. It's like they were learning or something. They had a lot of apprentices working. Guys, the video look okay? I still got the unstable thing up here. I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, my Yugo S is a really nice gun. Really nice. Are the new Wasser 10s that came in good? Yeah, they're always good. Don't even worry about it, Josh. Good to have you in here, by the way. If you want a Wasser, buy a Wasser. They're the good old standby. Always there, always working, always good. They are certainly better than they were back 15 years ago when one would run and one wouldn't and whatever. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It's and frankly, it's a great choice because you're getting the closest thing to an AKM there is. The only other one running with it is the Polish guns, as far as true to the AKM platform. Just like their AES 10B is as close to a Russian RPK as you're going to get. You can't go wrong with them. You can put any accessories on them. They make a ton of stuff. You can leave it stock. You could put some factory Romanian wood on it. Whatever you want to do, it's your canvas. Do what you want. And parts are everywhere. And they just run and run and run. They're accurate. You can't beat it. Robski ran a Wasser forever and ever and a day. Still has it. I bet that gun's at 20, 30,000 rounds already. Original barrel. Can't go wrong. I'd say anybody that got into AKs, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, their first gun was probably a Wasser. Some, it's their first and only. Can't beat it. Back when I got into it, there were Romanian guns and Yugo guns. And my first one was a Wasser, and the second one was M70. And still got both. And yeah, can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong. Chase is here. Dixie, no cleaning rod, short sight base. Got to buy optic mount, go to buy adjustable stock, convince me to buy the FD Radom Baril. Yeah, that's it. Did you hear me? Wait, let me read that again. What doesn't have a cleaning rod? What are we talking about? The Baril? No cleaning rod, short sight base. Short sight radius, are we talking about? Or a short sight base? Got got to buy optic mount. Got to buy adjustable stock. Convinced me to buy an FB Radom barrel. Are we talking rifle or pistol? Because it comes with that shorty little pick rail, right? So you can put a red dot on there. Arms of America right now is putting a... No, let me think. No, it comes with a longer rail from the factory. Arms of America is selling them with a shorty, I forget the brand name, optic mount. I thought it goes in where the sight base goes. They're adding aftermarket wood and your choice of a fixed or foldable brace on the pistol. I didn't notice the cleaning rod, probably not there. But that's them sending it over without it. Convinced me to buy FB Radom barrel. I would like to buy it in 7.62. I feel a little torn because the gun they produce for militaries is 5.56. But I want it in 7.62. I really do. Although, I don't know. I only have one AK pattern gun in 5.56, which is my SAM 5. But my first thing was I should buy this in 7.62. But they only had the 5.56 guns. So obviously, Dixie, you've been looking at them. So this is probably going to be the next gun I buy. So I would kind of rather have the rifle. So tell me this. Everybody can chime in on this. Do you buy rifle or pistol, number one? Number two, do you buy 7.62 or 5.56? And talk about the sight radius thing you were talking about. You said short sight base. So you're saying it comes with an iron sight and the sight radius is short because you're talking about a pistol? I don't know. And they rifle or pistol don't have cleaning rods? Both? And what do you buy it in, 7.62 or 5.56? I'll jump to the bottom here in a second to see your comments. So it'll give you guys a little time to comment on that. What do you buy, rifle or pistol? I like the barrel rifle because I like the whole mount system. It's different. It's a different variant, and that's why I like it and would like to have one. But the pistol's different. It's a damn cool muzzle device they have on it. And it's cool, right? I don't know. They're both nice. If I could, I'd like to have both. If they keep coming in, I will get both. But I don't know if I want the rifle. Got a lot of pistols lately of everything. I don't know. AR pistols, AK pistols, pistol caliber pistols. That's what it is. Everyone says pistol caliber carbine. And some are, but most are referring to braced pistols as carbines, you know. So I like to joke and say I got a pistol caliber pistol, meaning Scorpions, my H&K, multiple Scorpions, mini Dracos, that kind of. It just seems like so many braced pistols lately. I don't know. Like, how many do you need, you know? Oh, real quick, let's jump back to Yugo quality. Now, I will say, and God, I keep saying I got to get to my shop in Wisconsin here. I haven't seen those guys in so long. But the last time I was there, I almost bought a M92 Yugo pistol. And the reason I didn't, I had it in my hand. I had two of them. Well, it started with one. I looked at it, and the sight blade sat crooked in it, meaning the two notches, the pins from the sight blade sit in, either those were off or the pins were off or bent. I've seen it both ways. Either they milled the little slots they sit in off so it sits crooked in there, or they milled one of the little ears or tits coming off the side wrong, or it's bent. Top cover was a little funky, something else. It was just not what, when I pick up a Yugo, you pick up a Yugo, it's usually a little beefier, just feels right. Everything's tight. I picked that thing up and I'm like, man, my mini Draco is way nicer than this. He said, well, let me run it back. We got another one. Let's take a look at another one. He pulled that one out of the box. Same thing. I went, wow, I was shocked, actually, a little surprised. So maybe there are some quality control issues, but let's talk about this. When Century was selling Zastavas, when they were the importer, they were selling rifles, but the Romanian game was always their game. You know, all the Cougar stuff was what was being pushed by them and their stuff. And the Zastava stuff sold, but it was just kind of there. And I don't want to say they didn't sell a lot of them, because they did, but it was nowhere near the volume that the ZPAP is doing now, because you just didn't have the community you have now. So the guns were really, really nice. You know, you could always count on anything coming out of Zastava to be primo, perfect. And then when Zastava didn't renew Century or whatever happened there, and they formed Zastava USA to be their US to do the importing, and with the ZPAP and listen to their customers and put a chrome line barrel and the bulge trunnions, and essentially built a better OPAP that Century was selling. So Century sold the ZPAP as the OPAP. That was the bulge trunnion rifle. Exact same gun, except no chrome line barrel. And that was the best Yugo to buy. There was the NPAP, then the straight receiver, which I'm talking about one tonight. That was the same gun as the OPAP and ZPAP. Well, it's the same gun as the original ZPAP. When the ZPAP first came out, it was a straight receiver, no chrome line barrel, and straight receiver. Exact same gun as the NPAP. And that came at a time when there were some lulls and other stuff. Pricing was on its way up. There were elections and or other political issues going on, so they were selling like crazy. I think Zastava was bringing in more, and then since they were here and on the web and listening to their customers, they heard that everybody wanted chrome line barrels. So they put a chrome line barrel on, and everybody hoping and praying for the bulge receiver, and boom, there it was, and they blew up, right? Add on that arsenals were getting crazy money, and there weren't a ton of them. Wassers were even not a ton of those around, and still aren't. And all of a sudden, man, ZPAPs are selling like hotcakes. They're even running out, right? So I think it's just stressing the factory and the importer some, and maybe there's a few issues that, and like everybody else, it's probably hard to get employees and that type of thing. So you're training new employees, who knows? But I think that's what it stems from. It certainly doesn't stem from Zastava not knowing what they're doing. It doesn't stem from poor materials. It doesn't stem from anything like that. Because if anybody knows what they're doing in the AK game, it's Zastava. Believe it or not, there are more Yugoslavian guns have been used in conflicts around the world than Russian guns. Everything in the Middle East is Yugo. They're damn near. They're everywhere. They're in every conflict around the world. They've served better and longer and been in more gunfights, I would wager, than any Russian gun. So you can't knock them there. They know what they're doing. They know how to build one and how to build one to make it last. Let's face it, it's on an RPK setup, right? But I think it's just growing pains. The things got so damn popular, So I wouldn't worry too much about it. All right, I'm going to jump to the end, see if you guys commented on this. Then I'll come back and go through some. Hopefully you guys did. The Barilla 7.62 is basically same rifle. Get whatever one you can first. I don't think the rifles will be coming back in. Hopefully they can get some parts in, like optic mounts and factory. Why don't you think they'll be coming in? For what reason? Paid $350 for my first Mac 90. My first AK. It came with a synthetic Dragunov style stock. Yeah. And also the original furniture. I still have it. Oh, that's a great gun, man. For those of you that don't know, Mac 90s came with slant cut receivers or straight receivers. Trying to think. You could tell, even when it had the thumb hole stock on it, I'm pretty sure you could tell without taking, maybe you had to take the stock off to tell which it was. Because I could swear I had a buddy of mine bought one, got it home, and then realized it was a slant cut. I think he didn't know until he took the stock off or something. I don't remember. But if you get a straight cut one, yeah, it's just another Chinese AK. Great gun. It was just made with those guns. Most of them came in with the thumb holes and all that stuff, band compliant stuff. You won't see bayonet mounts on them, stuff like that. But great gun. The AK Master mount for the M77 is 100% worth the money. I shouldn't speak on the subject because I've never owned one. I've heard nothing but good things about the owner of that company. Most guys say, yeah, great stuff. I've heard one or two complaints about once they tightened up the nuts on it, something happened. I don't know. I've never really needed it. My Yugo underfolder could certainly benefit from being able to mount an optic, because being an underfolder, it doesn't have an optic mount. But I never wanted to put anything on that gun. I don't know. Think about it. Most armies around the world that field an AK platform for decades have not used optics on them. I mean, the average soldier doesn't get issued one. Most don't add them. Crazy, right? Man, how have they done so much damage around the world with that? Sometimes it's nice. Don't get me wrong. You guys see how many ticks I have on rifles. But lately, it's just been fun to shoot irons. If you guys don't go to the range and either shoot your gun with irons or pop the optic off once in a while and just enjoy the irons, or just shoot irons to keep your skills up, you don't know what you're missing. And you're doing yourself a disservice, because the better you shoot with irons at distance and learn how to correct the problems you're having, the better you'll shoot with optics. I feel like optics become kind of a crutch sometimes. In some cases, red dot will be faster. But let's say you're on a 1x6 and there's eye relief issues, or, or not issues, but you have to have a certain eye relief, right? You're never going to be as fast with a 1x6 as you are with iron sights. Granted, if you did a red dot, it would. And yeah, 1x6 at 1 power is like running a red dot, right? But with any tubular design, you're going to have the right eye relief. So if you're shouldering and that gun's coming up to the same spot every time, that's like I'm shooting trap, same place every time, never move it. Um, you're just going to have eye relief issues sometimes. Sometimes you'll throw it up perfect. Other times, and in a stressful situation, will you throw it up perfect? I don't know. And you'll be shooting blind. I've had it at times like when I'm on a timer or something, and I'll throw that gun up, and for whatever reason, it didn't pop right in where it's went the last 200 times, and the eye relief's off, and I can't see the damn thing other than with 2 eyes open. I'm seeing like normal because your brain corrects for that, and it's up, but I can't see through the scope at all. So I'm just point shooting, boom, 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 boom. And you're on the timer. What are you going to do? Remount the gun? I know the guys that I shoot with, you lost, So shoot irons. That's what I'm saying. Pack big iron. Who's the guy? Gunfighter Ballads. We were talking about that today. I was looking at Instagram and my buddy El Tenda. Fabrizio. If you ever want to check out a cool channel, check his out. It's Guns and Toys. He's a huge toy collector too. Cool stuff. He's a nice guy. Straight off the boat out of Italy, man. You got to know him for a while till you can understand him, because you can't. His accent is so heavy. But I'm just teasing him. He's a good dude, and he had an Instagram picture of that Marty Robbins Gunfighter Ballads on today. Let's see. Do you have a Swiss Sig 550? No, I don't. A Sig 550. Sig 550. Why don't I know that gun? AK variant. There are 2 for sale at JDI Firearms. 550 piece Cerakote concrete. $3,900. An AK variant. Since when has SIG made an AK variant? Guys, have I turned into like an old FUD? Is that what it is? I don't know anymore. Holy shit. Or maybe I'm just thinking of something else. I don't know. Holy Christ. Why don't I know that gun? Or do I know it? I know it, right, guys? I'm just missing something. Or having a COVID moment or something. I don't know. I got a couple master mounts on my Micro Draco. They work great as long as red Loctite and don't over tighten the screws. That's what it is. Guys have over tightened them. Yeah, I've heard that. But I do hear they work great. There's another gun. Thank you very much. Who was it? Where'd he go? Moved on me. Who the hell said that? I'm missing the comment. Oh, Dan, dude. Someone else was talking about their Micro Draco right early, the first comment. And I was talking about the Mini Draco. And yeah, come to think of it, no side mount on. Oh, is there a side mount on your gun? No. That's why it's mounted on the Alpha Rail. But it would be kind of nice, right? Like on the Sam 744, you have a side mount. Yeah, it might be nice. Although on the Mini Draco, it works out okay with that Alpha mount. You got enough room for a micro red dot, and that's it. But on the Mini, you have no room up front for a Mini red dot. You might be able to fit a tiny reflex sight on there or something. If somebody makes, I don't even know. No, there's no gas tube cover on that gun. So no, Master Mount would probably be the only way to go on that. And yeah, they do work out pretty good. Let's see. Me too. It really sucks. Those cost an arm and a leg, and they aren't imported in huge numbers. No, none of the Swiss guns are. I mean, Misha's friend, Misha does a ton, and I saw someone mention Misha here. Where Misha, yeah, his videos on them are top notch, and he's personal friends with the guy that's bringing those guns in. And man, they're big bucks, and he gets rare variants of furniture color and stuff like that. They're big dough, and that I think. That guy you were talking about that was selling them, who was it? JDI. Yeah, JDI, only one. That's the guy. He's the only one selling them, and I think he puts them on Gunbroker. You can either get them direct or he does auction some. You'll see JDI on there. And yeah, they're beautiful. I would love to have one. Absolutely love to have one. I know what you're talking about now. I was just thinking that most of the stuff he was bringing in was roller delay stuff, I thought. But yeah, Misha is the king of that stuff. Most of you guys in here are pretty seasoned guys, and you know who Misha Co is. His channel is, man, I would love to meet him someday. I've never met him. I don't think I've ever talked to him. Maybe one time I bought a Chinese Bakelite mag for my bake side folder, and I got it from him. And I'd love to talk to him sometime, but I almost feel like nervous talking to him because as much as you know about a subject, oh my God, he's a walking encyclopedia. He can spout off years of production numbers, slight differences in a site base and this and that. And he's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. He will be the first one to tell you that he is an optics expert. Okay. Optics expert. You want to know about an optic? Clarity, this, that, the other. He's your man. He is your man. So if you guys don't know who Misha is, go check it out. If you got questions on optics, make sure you ask, okay? That's a joke, guys. Misha's blind. And I don't do that in a mean way at all. He's his vision aside, he's, I think, definitely in the top 2 most well-versed historical gun person in the entire YouTube universe and beyond. He's right there with Forgotten Weapons. Different than Forgotten Weapons. And he's just so laid back and so cool and just seems like the nicest person you'd ever want to meet. I just dig him. I'd like to hang with him for a day or even talk to him, but you get a little, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. It'd be just, oh God, I think I'm, I don't know shit compared to him, you know? I don't know. I'm sure he's not like that, but man, you want to watch good videos. The cool thing with his videos, and he hasn't been doing it, yeah, I guess a while. I'm guessing 20 years. He's not that old. And he talks about when he went through college, being a poor, broke college student, could only buy this gun or that gun, or, you know, always makes it sound like, you know, it just wasn't a ton to go around. But yet, now I get it. He's an FFL. But FFLs don't make money by collecting guns. You know what I mean? They have to sell them. But I think enough cool stuff comes across his plate that he's able to cherry pick what he needs for his collection and is the best. But his collection is so deep and so varied in so many countries and so many genres. And when he does a video, for instance, if he did a Yugo AK video, he would have every variant of AK that ever hit the U.S. shores in arsenal form or importer form or kit build or whatever you could possibly get your hands on in Yugo guns. He would have an example of each in the video. And I mean, in some videos, there's 25 guns. And that's on every platform is like that. He's got them. Once in a rare while, it'll be a borrowed gun or one from the shop or something. But a lot of guns. I mean, so his collection is pretty deep. And that's what makes his videos great. On top of his knowledge, is he's got examples of everything. I mean, amazing. If you know in detail or something like that, those are the videos to watch because incredible. Because he's an FFL in his memory, he even remembers what years certain things started coming in. Yeah, they started coming in about 89, and the last production on those to come in was June of 92. And it's like, really? Oh my God, I can't remember what year I got, one of my favorite rifles or something. I don't know. Just an amazing dude. And he's always correct. So he's the walking Bible, the Webster dictionary, so to speak. Man, you guys are commenting up a storm. So I'm going to go back to where I left off and work my way down so we don't miss anybody. I still haven't heard other than from Tommy about what you guys think on the barrel thing. Pistol or rifle, 7.62 or 5.56. And Tommy, why do you think this might be the last load coming in? Why no more? I don't get that. Unless you guys are thinking this law's coming down the pipes or something. Let's see. The chat button has disappeared from my replay of this live feed. Happened a couple weeks ago. What? No chat button. Really? And I just realized I wasn't in live chat. I was in top chat. So I'm probably missing a ton of your stuff. All right, now we're good to go. Just give me a minute here, guys. I just want to make sure I get to everybody. MZ, I have heard about cracked gas blocks on the Yugos. Yeah, he had an example of, it was a bolt carrier. A bolt carrier that had broken. And I believe I saw pictures of it. I was shocked. And then a gas block cracked. You know what? That's the one part. If you guys, I bet a few of you remember on several videos on the Yugos, I always comment on how beautifully the final machining is done on all the components, namely the gas block. So nice. God, why a gas block breaking? That's just weird. I don't know. Rock that pin on my Norinco was very tight too. I left it in front of a heat gun for a couple minutes. Came out like butter. You're saying yours was tight. This pin in this bolt is unmovable. I mean, I hit it with 8-ounce ball peen. I mean, hit it. It won't budge. I don't get it. Maybe I was going to put some heat on it, but I mean, I'm not going to put that much heat on it, but still. It feels like I'd have to put enough heat on it to get it to move. That much heat, because it's that stuck, might affect something. So I don't know. I can't believe your chat button disappeared. I hope it popped back in. That's weird. That's happening. Thanks, Joe. Hi, Mrs. Rockin' Daughter. Don't encourage them, Joe. If they come in here, we will never have any fun ever again. She'll know about everything. You bought what? That's the end of it, Joe. It's already affected this channel enough. You can click on someone picture in the chat, then follow their channel that way. What? Zastava needs to bring in their M72 RPK. Yes, that would be cool. They would sell a lot of them. You may see that. What was the other one? There was something we were talking about seeing from them. Was it a bulge trunnion pistol, maybe? I think that's what people were asking for next. I heard a lot of scuttlebutt about that. I don't know. Yeah, that's cut into the shooting, Joe, this 100-degree stuff. I mean, even up here, it's been upper 80s into the 90s. Humidity you wouldn't believe. Just brutal, absolutely brutal. And then rain, it is just crazy. In 2 days, like 10 inches of rain. Looking at barrel rifle, sight radius is very short. I don't know that I agree. I'm trying to picture. I guess it would be a bit shorter, wouldn't it? Even on the rifle. Who's got the rifles? 7.62. I haven't seen one. True American Loretta's here. Good to have you. She's been here a while. I'm just going back, guys. I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible. MZ's been eyeballing a Draco. That's why I said before I bought the Mini, I wanted the regular Draco. Regular Draco's so versatile with if you put a CNC Warrior brace on it. Damn, man, there's your SBR, basically. Cool setup with the gas and sight block and everything. Perfect, done. Can do so much, make it look so cool, go any direction, redo it, change it up. That's just a great gun. Great gun. And I don't see them. I used to see them everywhere, and now you don't. When you guys are buying Dracos, it's probably still an issue. I haven't been to shops at all lately. Used to go all the time and just haven't. Be careful when you're buying Draco, Mini Draco, Micro. There's another Romanian company out there that makes the Mini, I believe, just like with the 9mm ones. Just make sure it was built at Cougar, okay? Nothing else. If you can get one, buy it, Tommy says. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Maybe if I can just find that pistol, I'll just get the pistol. But if anybody knows who's got rifles and anyone else got pistols besides arms, AOA, let me know. Master mount for the M77 is 100% worth the money. Okay, good. I'm caught up now. I had a PAP 92 pistol. It was fun, but not a practical gun because it was in the pre-ban era. Yeah, now with a brace and all, they're cool. I got my fill of AK pistols. I mean, the Mini Draco, my ultimate, my Sam 744. That's just, man, that's right up there with the best of them. The Ace pistol I have, guess that's about it. What else is there? I mean, a Yugo would round it out, I guess, but I don't know. How many do you need for range toys or home defense or something like that? Squeakies is a straight cut. Yeah, I'm sure it would. I wouldn't buy it was like the Vepers when there were slant cuts. Why bother? I don't know. Krebs made a nice adapter for them, but still, when there's straight cuts to be had, why not? I got a couple minutes for mounts on my Micro Draco. Yeah. A real M76 sell for over 7,000 a few months ago. Wow. Misha sells a lot of SIG 550s. Yeah. Yep. He is the king, man. He knows so much. He loves SIGs. Meltdown commencing. I didn't get it. Why the meltdown? Belt feds do most of the heavy lifting in a rifle platoon. That's why I never owned a SIG 550. Had enough that I sprung for an HK SP5 a couple months ago. Yeah, we got ours about the same time, didn't we? That's what caused my meltdown. But that SIG threw a monkey wrench, or the SIG, my HK threw a monkey wrench and everything. I still need other parts that are lots of dough. I don't know. Let's see. 0331 had idea about American RPK. He has 24-inch AR with binary trigger. That'd be cool. Yeah, basically. Misha is amazing with how much he knows about firearms historically, especially. Gun Jesus, Forgotten Weapons is a brain when it comes to firearms as well. Yeah, you were probably commenting on what I said, but between the two of them, oh my God. I put Misha Co on in middle of the night when he uploads. I do too. Yeah, it's a cool channel. I liked it when Jay was on, and Jay's no longer on the channel for not any fighting or anything. He just has other stuff going on and other interests. And now there's a new guy. Not that he's bad or anything. Jay was good. I don't know. They were good buddies, and it was cool. Yeah, he certainly could have his own firearms museum. Oh, I'm sure it's a good investment. Of course, it's a good investment. I like the Bulgarian mags, MZ, out of the blue. It's like, Fritos. Chili cheese Fritos, yes. Fritos. Chili cheese. That's just how that comment was. It's like everyone's talking about this and this and this and then Bulgarian mags. Yes, Bulgarian mags are number one. Just seemed so random. I didn't see anybody mention mags. Bulgarian mags are my favorite. Mine too. Oh, Dixie, what? Oh my God, Dixie just showed up. Oh, my thing jumped and your super chat showed. Tell Mrs. Rock for not cutting the grass tonight and being with the Rock's posse. She's not getting any money. Are you kidding me? She takes all the money. That's the problem. No, it's been her turn lately, let's just say, because I have one of the very few wives on the planet that would put up with my hobbies, let's just say, over the years. Lots of hobbies that she'll bitch, but it's never a no, you know. And last couple of years have been extraordinary, and so now it's her turn, and she's been, she'll say, if I say, well, you did this or you spent that, I should be able to go buy this gun. And she'll say, yeah, but that's a gun. This is for the house. That's for us. It's for the house. It's us, or an investment, improving our investment. Well, as any guy here will tell you, we don't give a rat's patoot about the house or our investment. we will always put the GUNs first and foremost over that. The roof could be leaking and I had pots and pans all over, and I'd go, well, this is the last load of barillas coming in. I better get one, you know. So in my book, that's not a valid argument, because with women, the house is the hobby. You know what I mean? The decorating and this. We don't care if we have a blue couch and a green rug and a purple. It doesn't matter as long as there's a big, large working TV with a good sound system and a garage with all the stuff we need, or a shop with all the stuff we need. We're fine. And a car that starts. The rest of it, forget it. I don't care. Doesn't matter. So not a valid argument. So she's been going to town for the last solid year. Redoing this, that, furniture, yada, yada, yada. I don't complain. Just go to it. It's going to be my turn again real soon here. So anyhow, no money for you. All right. I got to get back in place here. Here we go. Atlantic has a case of 60-30 round Bulgarian AK mags for $805. Atlantic. Are you saying Circle 10 mags? The Circle 10 waffles, or are we talking their commercial mags? 30. Doing the math real quick. It'd have to be 60 30 round mags. I'm sorry. Okay. That has to be their commercial mags. Can't be the waffle mags. No way. But he could have his own firearms museum. You're right. That's why you said Bulgarian mags. That comment didn't pop up before because I was on live chat. So that's why I did the whole thing, why I thought it was so random. I'm sorry. Now I look like the fool. That's okay. Joe said rifle. I'm thinking I'd like the rifle too, because I like just the over the dust cover mounting system. I think it's unique to that rifle, and that's what makes it a cool variant. So that's what I'm thinking, rifle. Greatness should be rewarded, his channel and someone else's, I know. Not mine. Mine is nowhere near. I'm a joke compared to him, literally. Dixie, I got in the habit of sharing out videos and streams I watch in Discord for others, and it makes it more fun when someone's channel grows. What's Discord? I always hear about Discord. I have no idea what Discord is. Tommy, Arms of America shows Brill rifles, ETA August 223 in September. Okay. August. So now they got the pistols now. Thank you, Dixie, very much, though. I appreciate the super chat. That's awesome. Bribery will get you everywhere, Dixie. That is how the government does it. It does. Bribery does get you places. Like Dixie can get any video they want. Done. Ask for a video, you shall receive. Oh, by the way, you want to hear about the success on the channel, Joe? So I've been just kind of, you weren't in earlier when I said I was damn near going to call it quits again, second time. And I know out of principle I won't, because that's what these people, this platform wants, is for you to just finally throw your hands up in the air and walk away. And I've actually been on, I started the channel December of 19. So 2021, are we not even 3 years yet? Yeah. Oh, I thought we were over 3 years old. Huh. So I'm in my second year, I guess, if that's right. I have to look again. But um, I have this, there's this company that tracks all these things, and they tell you they by your current rate of travel, they tell you where you will be at this date, a million viewers, whatever. We just hit yesterday, I believe, or this morning, 100,000 views. I don't know. I guess it's significant. I mean, Iraq veteran gets 100,000 views on a video, I guess. I don't know. We've only had one video go viral where I was like, oh my God, look at this. Okay, it's happening. And now I can make a video, and every time I'll get paid this, and I can quit my job. And yeah, that was one video did it, and haven't had one do it since. And everything's been downhill since there. I mentioned last week, we are at the pace we were when this channel was 3 months old, and I had one really bad video out about a Yugo M70 underfolder. How that's possible with the amount of videos and live streams I have, and the money that's been spent, and the time that's been put in, and it's sickening. I want to throw up when I think about it. But I guess at the end of the day, I never did this to make money. But I work hard for my money. And when I work hard, I know my value in the area I'm in, and I know what I'm worth. And it's never fun to do a job when you're not getting paid what you're worth. Even if you're not doing that job for money, it means somebody's taking advantage, right? I'm perfectly happy. Obviously, in my job field, I'm perfectly happy. I'm getting paid what I'm worth, no more, no less. I think that's the fair way to do things. But in this case, when you put out so much of your time, energy, and money, even though you're doing it for fun, it still feels like you're getting shafted, kind of. I don't know. And because I do it for fun, I was always told and always taught that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, right? So I've always searched for that. And I like doing this. But it's depressing when you're not getting what you should get, or getting closer to achieving that goal, where you're going backwards. When you're working harder than ever and going backwards. Now, maybe my problem is I don't speak to enough people in the YouTube industry, and I don't know the tricks and stuff of how to make a channel grow. I mean, I know there's certain things in algorithms and this and that are probably just killing me, absolutely killing me. And like I told you last week, the viewers or the views recommended by YouTube 60% less were. That's massive. My views are where they were when I was 3 months old. Is that fair? Because I choose this topic instead of cupcakes or how to paint garden gnomes or, I don't know. I don't know. If it was any other subject at my rate of travel up until 6 months ago, I could have this for as my main job. If I had picked any other subject, boats, cars, gardening, you name it, with how fast I got to where I was and where I was going, I'd be making a full-time living at this. This would be my job. And that's great because never here, I'm not bitching. Um, I'm very grateful and I'm shocked, absolutely shocked and humbled by the fact that almost 8,000 people think enough of what I do here to click a button and want to see more of me. I'm shocked that people show up to listen to a couple hours of me babble every week and click on videos. And yeah, I never did 100,000 views. The hours, that's the shocking thing. The thousands, tens, 20s, 50,000, whatever. Let's see, 4, 40, 80. I bet I'm over 100,000 hours of viewing. That's amazing that somebody has sat down and spent 100,000 hours watching me do what? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I take it myself for granted. But either way, it just sucks. Yeah, okay, great achievement, great whatever, but it should be this, and it's not. And for no other reason than political or whatever, they want to shortchange what you do and shortchange you. And yeah, we know what it is, right? And then the principle thing kicks in, right? Because I'll be damned if I'll give up on that end. I'm not. But it just, man, it makes it so damn hard when you're not, they don't make it fun. So it takes the fun out of it. You know what I mean? You always have to think of an angle or a way to go at it or this or that. I mean, and then I gotta talk about it. So then I watch how many people are watching the video drop. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Because some of us care and some don't. Nobody gives a crap, and then they wonder why their rights are getting taken away. That kind of thing. But I don't know. Here's what it is, I guess. But yeah, it's like writer's block lately. I just, if it's not good, if it's not informative, it's not something new, I don't want to waste your guys' time with it. And now maybe some of you would say, well, just put out some videos, Chris. We just want to see anything. Do you want to see a fifth video on Arsenal 107 FR? I don't know. I mean, maybe I got to blow up watermelons or something. Should we start a watermelon fund? Maybe a watermelon fund. Well, I got acreage. Maybe I'll just grow some watermelons. We could have a watermelon field shoot. How's that? Be like a mass whatever of watermelons. Can't say those or they'd probably cut me right now. Can't say those words. Anyhow, okay, enough of me rambling about that crap. Tommy, that HK flex you do every so often, keeping how small's in check. Oh shit. Yeah. You guys know Tommy's a poor. He's a pores. He hangs out with the pose. He's with the pose. Dixie Living, the barrel prices I have gone up also. Yeah. Weren't they? Please don't play Billy the Buzzbuster and tell me these things are 2,500 or something. I saw the pistol was 1,200. I'm hoping the rifle's the same. Weren't they under $1,000 a year ago? I don't know. Then get your Flex Seal out and wait until them barrels come in. Why, are you saying that's going to be a flex too? Really? They're that much money, these barrels? The 1,200 I didn't think was bad for the pistol considering. Please don't tell me they're going to be like $2,000 or something. Yeah, Alan said it wasn't random. I know. I found out. Thanks. He was already laughing at me. I was talking about how you could get 60 Bulgarian AK. Yeah, I saw. Okay. I didn't see. Those are commercial. Okay. Hey, commercial steel mags from an arsenal are, that's still a deal. Was it ARMS or AOA, or I think it was AOA. Yeah. Somebody had a new batch of original Yugo bolt hold opens, and they were $30 a piece. That's not bad, guys. Go snap those suckers up. Those are great mags. If I was going to buy any steel mag would be Yugo bolt hold opens by far. Romanians aren't bad either when you can get them cheap. I know how it feels to be on the losing end of a good thing come to people that wait. I guess it's just hard. And I feel like I'm not giving. Yeah, that's part of the other thing too. I'm sure it's affected not just by the algorithm stuff, but like today, they give you these wonderful little motivational things when you look at your analytics. Well, the reason views are down is you produced 0 videos compared to the 4 to 8 you were doing per month. 0. Yeah, I guess 0 would account for it, wouldn't it? I don't know, man. Alan Bishop, see you all next week. Alan, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You are appreciated. Thank you for coming in here and spending your time with me. My rights will never be taken away because I will never let them be taken while I draw breath. I heard a family member tell me, well, it's just a gun. It's only wood and steel, aluminum. Yeah, I know. And I've had people tell me, let's face it, we all have that line in the sand, right? That won't be crossed, right? We have all made a decision at some point of where we stand and what we would or would not be willing to suffer or not do or whatever, right? That's our line. That's where we're going to hold no matter what. And I had a family member tell me, well, you would do that? Come on. Why would you, And my answer is always the same. And I forget, I don't know who said it, but a famous person, I think maybe a founding father, maybe, I don't know. If not me, then who? Right? You've all heard that somewhere. If not me, then who? And I think back to the founding fathers. Anybody that was on the Declaration of Independence, that sat in on that Continental Congress, that declared independence, that declared war on the King of England, at any point, just the conversation, just the debating it, those men could have been hung or shot on the spot, right? And just about all of them were very wealthy men, had a lot to lose, is what I'm saying. They had land, family, uh, their lives to lose, everything. They had everything on the line. They put it on the line for what? The equivalent today of 2 cents in tax. 2 cents on the taxing of their tea is what was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? So think about that. In today's dollars, 2 cents. How many people would, in today's world right now, would be willing to do what they did for a 2-cent tax? My question, or my thought always is, what would they do today? Not a 2-cent tax, but all the things that are going on, the all-encompassing everything. They'd roll over in their grave, but what do you think they do on what's going on? Not just taxes, but oh my God. I mean, those were some brave men. I'm sure they've laid in bed awake at night thinking about the repercussions of their actions, right? But they were very resolute in their decisions. Like I said, at any point, they could be traveling and stopped at a blockade or whatever and been put summarily executed right there. They had a lot to lose. So at some point, I guess, everybody makes decisions. It's, are there men still like that, I guess, is my question. And I say there's more than ever. Why? Because this country's been at war for 20 plus years. Been at war. The longest we've ever been in conflict continuously, ever in the history of the country, right? So what has that done? Somebody will say it here. Somebody will add it in. We have more combat veterans. And forget about all the veterans that serve the second line, the people fixing trucks and doing laundry and cooking meals. I'm not leaving them out. They're in there too. But actual frontline involved in combat troops, we have more of them working with us, walking amongst us, shopping with us, all around us. More combat veterans, seasoned combat veterans right now in this country that have gotten out after their deployments and are everyday ordinary citizens right next to you, standing with you at the gas pump next to you, in the checkout line, everywhere. These are guys that put it all on the line for someone else's country, but they fought for this country, loving it, believing in it enough in our way of life, to help others in foreign lands that they owed nothing to. They've been trained. They're the best in the world. They're patriots through and through, through and through. And they know what to do, and they know what they like and what they don't like. So are there men that are willing to do that? Absolutely. There's lots of them. Tons of them. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of them. I wonder if they realize that. You think? I wonder if they thought about that before. Well, now they are. They're going, oh. It's got to scare the living shit out of them. Think about it. It does. I'm sure it makes me so happy inside. It really does. That one day it all of a sudden hit them. Probably the day or two before they pulled out of Afghanistan. They went, hey, oh, shit. Yeah, they made them. They paid to train them. They paid them to do it. They went over there unquestioning, with only one thing in mind: serving their country and helping people. And killing bad guys. That's what went through their head. That's what they did. And they're proud of what they did. And they should be. Plus, we still have World War II veterans, Vietnam veterans, Korean veterans, you name it, they're here. Not to mention citizens that came from other countries that served over there and are well trained and came here because they believe so much in this country and love its way of life. So are there men out there and women that believe like the founding fathers believe? You can bet your ass there is. Lots of them. That's the first time, guys, I've laughed in a lot of days. I just relish the thought of them suddenly realizing, oh my God, we made them. they're going to be a little upset with us. Yeah. Um, when they talk about some of these crazy laws they want to put in and all that, all I'm going to tell you is it ain't Australia and it ain't Canada, Jack. And we got plenty of, I won't say, we got plenty of manpower. Let's just say that, right? And that makes me happy. Here, it's they always will tell you, you sleep well at night because I'm on the wall, right? Part of why you sleep well is you've got citizens like that around you that are, that oath never goes away. Those skills, they may dull a hair, but they sharpen real quick. And yeah, there's not much to worry about, guys. I don't think. I think you got plenty of patriots out there that, and not their made up patriots of January 6th either. Those are made up. Nobody that was a true patriot was there to do any harm that day. Some may have got sucked into it. The true bad actors were there to do just that. And I would say most of them do not align with the way patriots think. We love our country. We love our capital. We love everything it stands for. And we would never harm it or try to do harm. No, we just love our country. I'm not afraid to say it. I welled up today over something that was a completely patriotic thing I heard I was listening to something on the radio or something. And it makes me proud. I don't know. I'm still one of those guys that's proud to be an American in this country. Working for doing what I do, working hard for my wife, my children, making this place better, hopefully the world better. I believe in all those values, and yeah, there's lots of us, So don't be afraid. Don't worry about it. It will get better. You got to lose some battles once in a while. But it's a long war. It's interesting, though, what happened yesterday, isn't it? That's really, man. They're treading where they shouldn't tread. I mean, here, what they're accusing them of, or what we don't even know yet, really. But God, I mean, Hillary did the same thing, except she bleached some hard drives and several thousand emails, and nothing. And then they just grab boxes willy-nilly without looking at them. Well, why? Why wouldn't they look for what they were looking for? Well, because maybe they were gonna, I don't know. Just saying it could be. My opinion, maybe, if there was a bad actor. If you were looking for nothing specific, maybe you already have what the specific was they'll be looking for, right? Accidentally dropped it in there or whatever. I don't know. It's sick, though. When they know, here, you've got a ex-president, you have someone who is presumably his main competition in the upcoming election, and you would do this? That's why they can't be prosecuted or sued while in office, because of what it does. The Congress was smart enough to see that, but yet they'll do this. They abhorred when the chants would erupt at the rallies, right? About locking them up and all that. But the first thing they did was talk about him going to jail, right? And we all know why. They know he's going to beat him again. Did you get that again? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But he's not a one-trick pony, so I got a feeling he might slip in it, catch himself, and come out smelling like a rose. Um, they're trying to drag down. They see the poll numbers. It's scaring the hell out of them. The only way they can get what they want is through just playing dirty pool like they play, and they are good at it. And they don't mind doing it. They'll do it right to you, smiling the whole time, every time. We don't do that. I gotta say, I know you want to do things right, but man, maybe you need to take up some of their tactics because they work and they get away with it. Everybody puts up with it. I don't get it. Then get your Flex Seal out. Wait until them barills come in. I do want one. So, well, when I said I wanted the last one, I got it. So we'll do it. Guys, frankly, there's not much out there that qualifies in the couple of categories. Okay, something you would want to see a video on. Secondly, it's got to be not only something you want to see, but something I want to own. There's not much out there right now that's new. The Polish guns, yeah, that's one of them. I mean, you get very few opportunities at something new and unique, or that has unique qualities that comes in that's not the same old, or is just blah or everyday, yeah, so it's like that's why I haven't even been browsing much because I got a day off tomorrow. I may spend it going browsing. I may make a little road trip tomorrow. I should have cut the lawn tonight. Damn it. Maybe we'll make the rounds. I'll bring you a little video on browsing some shops. I'm pretty tight with some of the people at these shops. Maybe they'd let me film. We'll see. That'd be a good video. I haven't done that. That's like Love Guns. God, what is it? Guns and God, Guns and Country or something. He does that with that chick that runs that gun shop. And they're kind of interesting videos. Let's see. Let's get back to comments. Can't believe so many people don't understand the importance of the second. I know. Well, I finally put a sticker on my car. It's the 2A sticker. Maybe some of you have seen it. It's light blue and oval. It says 2A. I got it from my good buddy, 2A EDU. If you haven't, most of you guys have seen his channel. Great channel. I haven't been able to get in there lately. I just haven't, my time slots haven't aligned with his. But great channel, great 2A channel, great gun channel in general. I went to shoot last summer, or fall was it almost? And we never brought you out the video on it. I got all the footage, but me and him did an intro, and he never sent me the little clip of it so I could add it in. Maybe I'll just do my own intro and put that out there. You guys like to see that. We shot a few things, different stuff, and different guests that were there. Friends of his. I'm sure, I mean, they saw me videoing. I'm sure they're okay with being on video, so maybe I'll do that. That'd be cool. I thought about that the other day, but it's been so long. I don't know. Flex Seal was for your leaky roof. AOA website shows $15.69 for rifle. I am sure they will come down soon, just like gas prices. That's okay. I can justify that. That's okay. They got it at 762. I am a player in 7. But do you got to buy it in 556 because the one they're building for armies around the world is 556? I kind of hold true like Misha does on that. If it's not a variant that was actually used in conflict, etc., by a real army, I kind of want to own that. But just 545 I can justify even though I don't have one. But 556, is getting too far away from the original platform almost. I just like 7.62. I don't know. Maybe I will buy it in 5.56. Maybe I will. I think that'll be cool because I don't worry so much about shooting the ammo. Yeah, I think that's going to be the one. Patriots that found our nation laid it out just like you. Not like me. I'm just reiterating, regurgitating what they did. But even that commercial strength Flex Seal has no effect on that HK Flex. No, it doesn't. There ain't much that compares to HK Flex, does it? I guess in the long run. I never really looked at it like that. The way I looked at it was iconic is the word, but I guess iconic. You would think iconic would not be iconic should almost be, yeah, it's iconic because there were a lot of them and a lot of people had them, right? Or they wouldn't be that iconic. I guess yeah, I would use the like rare and awesome. Oh my God, that would be, and then I guess is part of iconic. I don't know. It's just my view of it. I never looked at it as flexing, but that maybe that's just the younger generation with that term and everything. I don't know. I don't care for it. We went through that once. I don't care to flex. I don't do it because I flex. Frankly, I'll take my Scorpion to the range before I'll take that thing. I like it. Maybe because it just doesn't have an optic yet, I guess, is probably why I'd rather shoot the Scorpion, but I love the Scorpions. If we aren't still having the debate about slavery or not quartering soldiers, then there is no reason anyone should put up with any infringement of our rights, especially guns. You're absolutely right. Hey, and there's a lot of good things have happened. This Bruin decision has changed everything. Everything. I don't see much legislation that can come down the pipe to counter it. None at all. Now, sure, states can do stuff and they'll go to court over it. And yeah, it could be long term while that's being fought out. But I mean, man, he covered his bases. Rock on, Clarence Thomas. I mean, that dude just rules. My Lord. I'm sure there were a lot of people working on every single little word and comma and to make sure there was nothing to get through, the cracks. But there's always a crack somewhere. They managed to find it, right? I don't know. Beautiful women in bikinis seem to attract subscribers. Take them to the range. So my son's girlfriend, just a super nice girl, and as beautiful as she was nice, just gorgeous. I mean, from top to bottom. And I said to him, or maybe he brought it up first. I don't know. I said, I know a way to increase subscribership. I said, we teach your girlfriend how to shoot here, and you had to be careful. You don't want to seem like the dirty old man, right? But no, she's just a sweetheart, an absolute sweetheart. And I think about her a lot because of just, it would have been they were so good together. It was sweet to watch and everything. He brought out that, or she brought that out in him, which was a good thing. And yeah, that could have attracted some viewers. I don't think I hadn't thought about it, but then again, do you want to put maybe a possible future daughter-in-law in that position? No, you got to get rent-a-boobies or something. I don't know. Something like that. That'd be a good thing. You can market it to all the YouTube guys, YouTube channels. That'd be awesome. Yeah, bikinis. No, Mrs. Rock won't do it. Although she's the hottest one in my book, so she doesn't believe me when I tell her Tell her all the time she's way hotter than the day I married her. And I truly mean that. You know, some women, I shouldn't even get into this. It's a gun channel, but I will. I'll shoot myself in the foot. What the hell? Some women, when they're younger, especially the teen years or even 20s, they can be gorgeous, pretty, well put together, dressed right, all of that. But they haven't matured yet. Some women mature later, and some get better looking. They're whatever their facial features or their bodies or uh, more curves in the right place or whatever the case may be. They figure it out, and they get better looking with age. Like it's so cliche, but like fine wine. And I'm not talking, 80-year-olds here or something, but in 30s, 40s, 50s, they get better looking. It's just a better package, all the way around. And she will not. She thinks I'm messing around or like, bribing her with comments or something, and that's just not true. I think a lot of guys think that way at my age, or even younger. Your wife gets get better looking. They just do. I wouldn't trade her back in for the 18 or 20-year-old version of her ever. No way. Well, maybe for a little while. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, I'll shut up. Tommy, yeah, need to be a seasoned combat mechanic to change a tire around here anymore. The bikinis have it then. Give us what we want. That's funny, man. I'll have to figure it out. Man, maybe I'll just get some ginormous. You guys would be so disappointed you'd not watch the channel ever. Your eyeballs would be burned from the inside. I'll get something just heinous. Oh, God. That would be awesome. We want bikinis, right? All right. How many views do you think I get? No, I can't do it. I don't look good in a bikini. I'd do it, though. Not shy. It wouldn't bother me. I once snowmobiled across a lake naked due to a bet that I didn't even remember making. I'd been drinking so much, but I didn't welch. I did it. It was about 7 degrees out that day. Wasn't much to see, if you know what I mean. Start a new video series where you introduce a dancer to the 2A community. Let her fire something. Single moms need love too. Yes, they do. Yeah, why are they always single moms? I'm just working my way through college. I don't see why they need an excuse. Why do they think it's so frowned upon? The world needs whores too. I'm kidding. I'm teasing. But it does. Hey, it's right. The world's oldest profession and what makes the world go round. At the end of the day, yeah, it is. It's funny that way, isn't it? You know what's funny? My wife's grandfather from Switzerland, right? He always said half the problems we have in this country are due to not having legal prostitution like they do over there. He said in Amsterdam, Germany, Switzerland, at least in his time, he said it wasn't any big deal. It's what it was there for, and that's why. And he would talk like this, and that is why we do not have the problem with the rape. I used to laugh, but maybe there's something to it. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't frowned upon at all. They look at all of that differently. There's naked women in commercials at dinner time. I mean, it's totally different than here. Don't forget to hit the like button. There's not enough people. 15 for 15. Hey, what do you know? Dude, why doesn't this thing go over 30 people? 40, 50? You'd think there'd be, something. It stays at the same week in, week out. Either they don't share this at all, what's going on, or something, or just we're in this weird little clique that nobody else thinks or walks or talks or enjoys what we talk about. I don't know. Well, it could have to do with Bulgarian mag holding bikini clad founding fathers. I don't know. Maybe. I love my country. I don't like what the psychophants, that's a new one for me, have done to it. We are just going to have to tighten our belts and keep applying pressure. You are correct, sir. Anyone order from, yes, SG, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? SG is the go-to, bro. That's who you need to order from. They are awesome. They are the best. Yeah, every ounce of what I get comes from them. Awesome. Fast delivery. He's had free shipping lately. He's always got, I don't even price shop him. I just go there. Let's just go there. You don't have to price shop. Just buy, period. It's fast, quick shipping, no hassles. And I've done hundreds of orders with him. He should sponsor this damn channel, damn it. I mean, every bullet you see fired on this channel is, if I didn't make it, it comes from him. They're awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Big thumbs up plus. Go to it. Tommy too. Tommy's been there, right? Yeah, they're great. Nice. They have the official RO. Yeah, they do. That's right. That's all my Golden Tiger came from. Is it back in stock? I haven't been on there in a while. I've just been reloading like a mad fiend. But if it's back in stock, I'm in. I was buying it for $168 a 1,000. Think about that. Don't even tell me what it is now. I don't want to throw up. Not on camera. Just forget it. I'll look later. Don't post it. Gold in stock. Fuck. Oh, I didn't say that, did I? Shit. Anyone else that is an outlier and wants to rock the boat? Both calibers are? Okay, good. I'm good then. Oh, now I'm torn. 7.62 or 5.56. I don't know. Shop in Alabama that does daily updates on new inventory. The gal says, y'all. I love that when they do that. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen were in Georgia. I was in Atlanta once, sitting outside a Walmart waiting for my wife, and I was parked right in front of the place, like in the fire lane, waiting for her. And I wanted to sit there all day. They walked in and out, from younger girls to mommies to whatever. One better looking than the next. Those women down there, I think they get dressed up and put all their makeup on, do their hair just to go grocery shopping or something. I mean, it's different in the South. The women are different. I think they're raised a little different. They don't go anywhere without their face on and all that. Man, these women were pretty. I don't think I've ever seen more pretty women in one place than in Georgia. Outstanding. Let's see. But that's a good idea, the update. Like she's trying to set a world record. He's compelled to watch. What's the channel? I'd like to check it out. I'm a dirty old man and I'm 33. You can do it tastefully too. Yeah. I like when I was young, I'd get the googly eyes when I check out a chick. Now that I'm older, I get the eye daggers. Yeah, right? You got to get here. This is where old men got it handled. My father, at a certain age, you'd go from dirty old man to cute old man, no matter what you do. You can walk up and do the crudest, rudest shit, and oh, he's just a cute old man. But you can't be scuzzy looking old man. You gotta be put together old man. But yeah, when I hit the cute old man stage, man, you got the world by the short hairs then, man. You're in. You are in. Rock, most gun channels do ammo shortage videos and scare tactic stuff, screaming. Guess what? My biggest video ever, but the one that went viral. Yeah. How to find ammo during the crisis. 126,000 views. Still my number one video. Guess what gets more views in my top 8 videos? Over half of those videos are on or about the Rock Island Armory VR80 shotgun. People love that friggin' thing. Crazy. Or not a lot of guys are doing videos on it, and it's become very popular. I don't know. But I did stuff on its operation, cleaning the gas, explaining the gas system, all kinds of stuff. And nobody else was doing that. So maybe that's why it did well. I should do some more, though. I'm here, listen every week. Well, thank you, Joe. Been a little while, but order periodically from Sportsman's Guide. I've never ordered from them. I don't know them. Nachos. The free shipping and 4Pay is pretty nice. Sportsman's Guide has that? Really? Hattori, Switzerland. Build drive-through stalls for horse. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Hey, very little crime. Still, never. It's if you're gonna live in another country, that's a good country to live in. Let me tell you. My wife holds dual citizenship, but I don't think it covers me. I'm shit out of luck. So the world goes to shit. She'll be like, later, deuces, I'm out. Right? Yeah, I'll be stuck here with all the Walking Dead people, and she'll be in the little haven over there. Anyhow, so we talked about my comparison between the NPAP and the ZPAP in the cleaning and the round count and how it wore and all. Little movement on that metal on the bolt, tiny bit on the one lug. It's nothing that's going to worry me. And frankly, I didn't see it the last time I looked at it. And I usually, I'll run a couple patches down the barrel, wipe out the receiver, and that's it. Slop some more oil in there and go another 3,000, 4,000 rounds, whatever. And periodically wipe down the piston and bolt carrier in between or something. That's about it. And it's worn exceptionally well. So I just don't know on that pin. How hard do you hit it before you give up? I mean, what's the options there? I know replace it, but to drill it out, I don't even know what size to drill it out because the hole at both ends is larger than the actual pin. I don't know how wide the pin is. Suppose I could call somebody up, have them take theirs apart and measure it. But then to follow that channel on the one's straightforward, straight through, the other one's on an angle. So I'd never get that one right. But if I got the first one out, the angle would come out by itself. Just trying to think through this thing. Or maybe maybe I'll try some heat and beat the piss out of it and go from there. But then I'm breaking my 2-ounce hammer rule. You never need anything more than a 2-ounce hammer to do gunsmithing, or at least you shouldn't. Well, it jumps from 2-ounce hammer to 12-ton press. How's that sound? Yep, that's how it works, boys and girls. I was going to build... I came across a box of AK flats, and I was but I can't do videos on those. They'll take them away. But I wish it was back in the day. I'd do a whole series on just building, show you guys the real deal. YouTube, a tough business. New guys that did a podcast over 120 episodes and never got above 70 views. Look at 2A EDU. I give him a ton of credit. First of all, he's got great topics. He got some political people on board, and Michigan has a great populace in general, that get involved. Yeah, but his channel just took off. I was there watching when he had 20 viewers like this, and it went 40, 60, 80, 200, 5. Now it's thousands. I mean, I'm shocked. And I sort of thought that this would just do it, just through osmosis. I think there's somebody for everybody out there, and it really doesn't matter unless you're just some really ugly dude with talking about chicken screwing or something, then maybe no. Well, that might get more views. I don't know. Yeah, probably would. But you know what I mean. I just thought that would be a pretty easy progression, because he wasn't doing much special. A couple politicians and stuff, and maybe the sharing and whatever. I don't know what he does social media wise. And then he jumped over to that new platform. He's doing a lot over there, and he's stuck with that. It must be doing okay. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just, and the other guys got, sponsors and links and all this stuff. Does anybody ever go on those links, like the Amazon links? Do you ever use them? Other ways the YouTubers make money, or do any of you guys do Patreon with anybody? Just give me a quick show of hands who does a Patreon with some channels, or uses their links for Amazon or something like that. I always thought, man, is it even worth my time to pander for that? Did people actually use it? Would you get anything out of it? Is it worth the effort of pasting all that shit in there at the end of the day? I don't know. Just wondering. People are repressed in America. They are sexually frustrated, and it carries over in life. Yeah. Tommy says, put the whole bulk carrier group in ultrasonic cleaner. Why do you always have to be right? Always. It's not like I don't have one. Christ, it's been working on overtime cleaning brass. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. All right, it's going in. It's all warmed up, ready to go, too. I got stuff cooking right now. But, yeah, ultrasonics are great. Yeah, I didn't think of it. And I was pounding on it while brass was in the background. I can't believe I didn't think of it. Oh, shit. That means I got to change the fluid out, though. See, that Tommy makes more work for me all the time. Oh, God. Just the thought, changing out the brass fluid for the steel fluid. 3 minutes, jugs. Oh, I'll just beat on it some more. It's an 8K. Can't hurt it. Hey, that's a good idea, Tommy. Yeah, nice, Joe. Thanks. Keep them. Push the idea. Why don't you? Rock, I was watching 2AEDU since he got that first G2C. Yeah, he got big with that. That's where he hit his niche with a lot of the gun followers. And gun followers are different than 2A followers, I think. If you're a gun channel, depending on who your viewership is, what the demographics are, a gun guy like him, and he saw it happen too at a while, but he brought in the other demographics, came along. But he would start talking about 2A stuff, and you'd watch on the live stream like this, you'd watch the viewers just click off. They don't want to hear it. But then he started attracting a different type of demographic, and he went the full 2A route. Now he does do some gun stuff here and there, but he's very specific on what he does. Not a lot of range stuff. It's just tabletop stuff for the most part. Some range stuff. Ammo, a lot of ammo stuff. I think it was going a different direction before YouTube made up the rule where you couldn't handle a gun on a live stream. When that happened, I was a viewer then. It happened early on, he changed everything up, and it worked out really well for him. It just, the stars aligned, because I think he was going a different direction with the channel. And when that happened, and when things zigged, he had a zag, and it was a good zig. Worked out really well, and he's got a talent for the whole 2A thing. The way he talks about it, the way he writes his scripts or reads it, or however, I don't know if he writes scripts or reads it, but he sticks to the same thing all the time, the main read, and then branches off of that. And it really worked well for him. And now that I think about it, that's when it changed up. When YouTube forced the hand, he went a different direction. And in that case, YouTube's decisions absolutely hurt him, because his viewership went way up. And instead of just showing guns to the few people interested, now he's to the 2A masses, and that's awesome. He figured it out. It's the way to go. I dabble in the 2A stuff just because I want to put it out there. It needs to be put out there. But I'm about having fun with guns and collecting guns. So you stick with it and you deal with it. And I mean, this works. It's fine. I just, the videos, it's nothing. It's my own fault, I guess. And my situation with everything that happened last year, slowing everything down, it's still not bounced back yet 100%. So I guess, like you said, keep chipping away. It'll go. It was going. You just got to get back in the groove. That's all. Rocco's, okay. Exile Armory LLC. Okay. I may have seen a couple of those. I don't personally do the clickbait thing, but like in general, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, they do want to watch clickbait. And, a lot, who's went to clickbait now? I couldn't believe it. It's not true clickbait in the true sense of the word, but Jared at Guns and Gadgets, his thumbnails are, used to be just him or just the title, and now he's got people on it with, oh my God, and all that stuff, or the ones banned. You ever seen that? You get in there and it has nothing to do with that. Like it if they had the cash to do it until we get paid at midnight. The bank wiped out to $0 and pennies change. But that sucks, ain't it? Trust me, dude. Everybody knows those times, man. Everybody goes through it at one point or another. You hope it's early on, when you're a young man or young lady and just trying to make your way and things are tough and all that, and that you don't get hit with it later. But, economies are terrible things sometimes in the way they affect certain job markets in general or professions. It can be hard. People in comment section sometimes are snobby in gun world. They act like having and carrying a cheap handgun is like having HIV or something. Yeah. But you know what? That's another thing too. AEDU did really smart. Think about it. How many more people can afford a Taurus G2C that want to see information and know and see and reinforce the purchase they made? Versus how many people can afford a $7,000 SIG rifle. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're going to get more views on the G2C. Yeah, you'll get the looky-loos that would love to have one's the dream gun if I hit the lottery, that kind of shit. But in general, I think a G2C video will have more views every time. So he did it right there. And that was by decision. He knew what he was doing there. I'm pretty sure. He realized that, and I think he did it first under protest. Somebody said something about a Taurus, and he bought it just to see what would happen. He truly wanted to know, hey, is it a good gun for that kind of money or isn't it? He was going to prove it. I don't think it was predisposed to either, but he truly wanted to see what would happen. And I'm pretty sure he said something about, then he figured out, he's like, wait a minute, everybody wants to see these less expensive guns because they're not cheap. They're just less expensive. I know a guy in the Philippines that had same model of Taurus. I do, never cleaned it and shot over 10,000 rounds. Holy Christ. I saw a new one the other day. What handgun did I see that was new? Caught my attention. Well, I like that Palmetto State 5.7. I was looking at that. He had the FN that was originally either 1,300 or 1,600. I think 1,600, because now I'm seeing them at, like, I think the cheapest one I saw for an FN now is $1,100. They've really dropped their price down to contend with Ruger, that came out with their 5.7, which I got and only did one video on. I got it since because the ammo's $50 a box, and I've had the same. I had 2 boxes forever. Now I got 4 boxes and still haven't shot it. I'm collecting. Anytime I see the brass laying on the ground, I collect it. I got to get a set of dies, and I'm going to start reloading that stuff, and then you'll see a lot. But 50, it ain't bad. I'm not worried about the ammo. It's just I feel naked with only 4 boxes of it. Like, I got to have 1,000 rounds for a gun before I'm comfortable with, okay, let's go shooting. So I always have some ammo for it, Yeah, Rick, I hate the clickbait. Yeah. I've recommended the Taurus several times. I'll tell you what's really grown on me, guys. And I haven't carried my 365 in maybe it's over a month now. First of all, that piece of crap Sig Romeo went out on it. That thing's junk. Absolute junk. The plastic crap. Mine's got the metal shroud around it, but it's junk. Got to put a whole sun on there at a minimum. If you got one, just throw it away. You want to buy one, I'll sell one. Anyhow, I love my 365. I do. But that Hellcat, absolutely grown on me. I love it. Those sights are wonderful. Just a nice gun. Nice trigger out of the box. I'm just digging it. I'm not giving 280 to you. Yeah, no, I didn't take it that way, Joe. I didn't think you were banging on him at all. Anyway, guys, got some great groups this week with the SAM 7 and our reloads. Using Nosler Varmageddon 125 grain black tip, polymer black tip bullets with some CFE black behind it and Winchester brass. That was fun to shoot too. Nice combo. Put some more rounds through our Go to War AR. God, I love that gun. Shot our AR-10 a bunch. That gun's kicking hard now, man. Maybe it's just wussified not shooting 308, but that gun was soft, man, with that extra heavy buffer. It's still ejecting okay. Maybe I need to mess with the gas block a little bit. I'm in the process of reloading a whole bunch of 308 right now so we can get out and do that. Fun gun. That thing is super accurate. I was having a blast with that. What else did we do? Trying to think any other AKs. Huh. Nope. It was mostly the 308, the Yugo comparison, little AR just to stay fresh, run some drills, and the folding sand was awesome. Might be a good time to do a Draco video. Seems to be a little more action on the Draco front. Maybe we'll take the mini Draco. That was my high time, all best time video ever. It had more views, everything. That thing, it was always number one for a year and a half. That video was my number one video. And never really did much range video on it or anything. Maybe we'll have to do that. We'll see. Quick blade of the week. This was running late, and this is a blade I use every day. It's on my workbench every day. I use it for just about everything. It's either in my pocket or on my bench. I don't know why I've never showed it to you. It's just a regular pocket knife, but it's a case, and case is quality stuff. They've gotten quite expensive. It's got red bone, and that's called a corn cob pattern scale on it, as you can see why. But it's dyed bone. They dye it red, nickel bolsters, and just a single blade. And it's in my pocket all the time. As you can see, it's worn, unlike most of my knives that are perfect new in the box, right? But this is a sweet knife and very handy. Holds its edge great. It's awesome. With that, guys, it's been 2.5 hours, and I hope you enjoyed it. Got a little AK talk in there. Oh, a little Trump talk, little this, little that, little 2A, little founding fathers. Got yelled at for flexing and whatever. I'm teasing. Stop. I'm only teasing. That's about all she wrote. Hopefully you're not out of coffee, but the wife will be home any minute from out of town. She's been gone a few days. So I got to go do a quick 10-minute cleanup, if you know what I mean, and let the dogs out because they're crossing their legs up there. And we will see you in the next video or next Tuesday, whichever comes first. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the super chats. We appreciate it. Have a great week, guys. Keep your chin up and do what's right. Bring some people into the fold. Keep working. Share our videos. Like our videos. Watch our videos. Dig into some of the old stuff. There's some good stuff in there. Go check out our FN. Check that out. That's a great video. I don't think many people watch it. Very rare FN. Go check it out. The rarest FN. Anyhow, thanks again. Check out our Facebook, Instagram, and as always, Rockford Ordnance out. Love you guys. Thanks for everything. Appreciate you guys all coming to see my ugly face every week. Have a good one.